Good morning everybody. We have got another book today. I'm just sitting out in my garden again. I hope you are able to go out in your garden today. The new book today is The Gigantic Turnip by Aleksei Tolstoy and Niamh Sharkey. Long ago, an old man and an old woman lived together in a crooked old cottage with a large overgrown garden. The old man and the old woman kept 6 yellow canaries, 5 white geese, 4 speckled hens, 3 black cats, 2 pot-bellied pigs and 1 big brown cow. On a fine March morning, the old woman sat up in bed, sniffed the sweet spring air and said, "It's time for us to sow the vegetables." So the old man and the old woman went out into the garden. They sowed peas and carrots and potatoes and beans, and last of all, they sowed turnips. That night, rain fell, pitter-patter, on the garden of the crooked old cottage. The old man and the old woman smiled as they slept. The rain would help the seeds swell and produce fine, juicy vegetables. Look, that's very rainy, isn't it? Look at all that rain. Spring passed and the summer sun ripened the vegetables. The old man and the old woman harvested their carrots and potatoes and peas and beans and turnips. At the end of the row there was just 1 turnip left. It looked very big. In fact, it looked gigantic. Look how big that is there. That is gigantic. That means really big. On a fine September morning, the old man sat up in bed, sniffed the cool autumn air and said, "It's time for us to pull up that turnip." And out he went. The old man pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, but the turnip wouldn't move. The old man went to find the old woman. What is the old woman doing? Can you see what she's doing in this picture? I'll show you a bit closer. What was she doing? The old woman wrapped her arms round the old man's waist. Both of them pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, but still the turnip would not move. So the old woman went to fetch the big brown cow. What does the cow say? I know somebody that will know, definitely. The old man, the old woman and the big brown cow pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, but still the turnip wouldn't move. So the old man mopped his brow and went to fetch the 2 pot-bellied pigs. Can you see the pigs? They're upside down. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow and the 2 pot-bellied pigs pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked. Still the turnip would not move. So the old woman rolled up her sleeves and went to fetch the 3 black cats. Let's check. They've got 1, 2, 3 black cats. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs and the 3 black cats pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, and still the turnip would not move. So one of the cats twitched her tail and went to fetch the 4 speckled hens. And let's check again. 1, 2, 3, 4 speckled hens. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats and the 4 speckled hens pulled and heaved and yanked and tugged. Still the turnip would not move. So one of the hens shook her feathers and went to fetch the 5 white geese. Look, they're all trying to pull it out. Look, they're all holding on to each other and trying to pull out the gigantic turnip. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens and the 5 white geese pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, and still the turnip would not move. So one of the geese craned her neck and went to fetch the 6 yellow canaries. And let's check, we've got 5 white geese. Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white geese. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens, the 5 white geese and the 6 yellow canaries pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked. Still, the turnip would not move. And let's just check how many canaries we've got. The canaries are these small little birds down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 yellow canaries. The old man scratched his head. The animals and birds lay on the ground gasping. The old woman had an idea. The old woman went into the kitchen and put a piece of cheese by the mouse hole. Soon, a hungry little mouse popped its head out of the hole. The old woman caught the mouse and carried it outside. What do you think the little mouse is going to do? Do you think the little mouse is going to be able to help? Tell somebody that you're sitting with if you think it's going to be able to help. Let's have a look. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens, the 5 white geese and the 6 yellow canaries and the hungry little mouse pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked. There we go, they're all pulling. Pop! The gigantic turnip came flying out of the ground and everyone fell over. The canaries fell on the mouse, the geese fell on the canaries, the hens fell on the geese, the cats fell on the hens, the pigs fell on the cats, the cow fell on the pigs, the old woman fell on the cow and the old man fell on the old woman. All of them lay on the ground and laughed. What do you think happened? What do you think they're going to do with that gigantic turnip? Let's see. That night, the old man and the old woman made a huge bowl of turnip stew. Everyone ate as much as they could. And do you know what? The hungry little mouse ate the most of it. And that is the end of our book. That is the end. That was a lovely book. I like that book. I don't think we've read that before. It would be nice if maybe you could get outside today and if you can do some gardening. See if you can do some gardening with mummy or daddy or one of your brothers or sisters and maybe put some pictures up on tapestry for me to see. I'd love to see that. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye, nursery.